Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back with another video for you today. We're not yet at my top 10 sneaky tricks just yet, but we're getting close. Today we're doing my honorable mention number 3. And we're going to be talking about 2 types of ways to play tank destroyers. You can sit at the back and snipe, or you can push in, use your armor, use your big boomy gun, and cause all sorts of trouble for the enemy. I've got one game in this tank, the SU-152, and the other one in the Japanese tank destroyer. It's just not my game, but it's definitely worth sharing. It's pretty crazy. You're going to enjoy that one. Cannot believe the luck in that game, seriously. But this game, I'm going to be aggressive, so let's see what happens. Okay. We're on Desert Sands, and I honestly didn't notice that the game had started. I was waiting quite a while to get into this game, and I was like, what's going on here? So I was doing something, and then I noticed that the game had started. I'm like, oops, and I picked up my iPad and got back into it. So I do apologize that I'm just sitting here. Now, it's not always bad to sit at the back if you don't know what you're doing for the first 20 seconds, because then you know where your team is going. Heavy's going heavy side, medium's going medium side, but the enemy team has a pretty good medium group of tanks. They've got the Chimera, the Progetto 46. We unfortunately don't. We have a CS something or other, 53 or whatever it's called, the Tier 8 one. My buddy's in the T20 because he wanted to grind it. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stay here. I've got my HE loaded, I'm ready. And you know what? I'm afraid they're going to lose. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, brother, here we go. If they push hard and heavy now, we're going to lose. So watch this, okay? I'm going to get ready. I'm watching this bulldog here. Look, hello, and boom, he's a one-shot now. Guess what? My teammate takes him out. So that was great news. Now I'm just going to swing around here. They're focused on the mediums. I'm just going to pop on up. Hello, and Progetto's not looking at me. Okay, boom, give me your sight, and you're gone too. Vaporized 2 tanks in pretty much, 20 seconds? And now my team is pushed in aggressively. I'm going to work on the Chimera now. Can I give him a big whopping boomy? Yes, of course I can. So, 3 shots, my game is done. And the game is all but over. In less than 2 minutes, this game will be finished. Heavy tanks did a great job on their side. I fired 3 shots this game. I went in aggressively. I looked for a target that I could easily HE. That was the bulldog. I saw him coming out, decided to whack him one. Then I moved on to the Progetto. I didn't care if I took a few hits because I was full health. My team was pushing in. I felt, hey, if I'm willing to, risk my life, you guys might come in too. And it worked out because I bopped the Progetto as well. Then I bopped the Chimera. And what did I end up with? 2,389 top, lower tier, 3 shots. That's how you play a tank destroyer aggressively. Let's move on to our second game, the Cheeto SPG. And this is a heck of a game. This was sent in by one of my subscribers. It's too good not to share. Some crazy luck, and honestly, any good team would have ripped this guy's team apart, but just wait and see, because it starts off good for them, and then it just falls apart. He's in a platoon with a guy who's not the best player in the IS-2, but he has a heck of a game too. In my opinion, this is a game that these guys are not going to forget because, wow, crazy. Okay, so first things first, the Skodas decided to sit at the back in a super heavy. Not a great idea. The AMX has taken the hill, but he's getting ripped apart. There goes the other tank, the WZ, I think it is. Can't remember, can't see it right now. But unfortunately, the enemy team has gotten control of the hill pretty much because of their heavy tanks there. So boom, there goes the first tank. He's gone. They've got an Annihilator on their team, which is also a problem. As you can see, my buddy here has got no shot, so he's just waiting. So they've lost 2 tanks in the first 45 seconds. And this is the first shot of the game for him, and 1 hit. So, okay. Now it's 5v7. They've got all their tier 8 tanks ready to rock. They've got an Annihilator. This should be in the bag. Okay, they are hiding in the back corners, and the only person who's really playing the game correctly, in my opinion, is my subscriber. So here's another shot. Wow, that didn't connect. That's crazy. Okay, so, you know, you'd think, hey, luck's against me, but here he gets a nice shot in there. Maybe I should have switched to HE, but that's okay. It's a nice shot. Take it. And can he get a second one? He can indeed. Now, those guys are all on the hill. And I'm not sure they should really all be there. Don't need that many guys, especially if you're going to walk in front of the tank destroyer's gun. But they're all focused on this guy right here in the corner there. Here comes one guy. Now, his platoon mate is in the IS-2 and he's gone to the island. But look at this. The Emil is just walking in the middle of nowhere. Okay, now it's 4v7. Okay. Finally, they take out one tank. But it's not going to last long because they've lost another tank. 3v6. My goodness me. I mean, how are they going to come back from this? The IS is doing something over there, but he's not going to last long. Again, the key on this map is the hill. They didn't get the hill, they lost their mediums and their spotters. This guy comes around deciding he wants to get vaporized from 2 tanks. So that was nice. Bye-bye, Emil. I mean, you could tell the Emil was not the best player. This guy connects, and now my subscribers, he's lost about half of his health. But he has one thing going for him, and that is the IS-2 on the island is not really being focused right now, except for this guy. This TS-60 decides to go after the guy on the island. He ignores the Tier 7 tank that's just inches away from him. And because of that, they've taken out 2 more tanks. Now this guy's trapped between the IS-2 over there, which why he's there, don't ask me, and my subscriber. Wow. Okay, so again, he had full health. He could have easily worked on this guy. Now he's trapped himself in a horrible position. And my subscriber's doing great. He doesn't have any hit points left, but hey, that doesn't make a difference. His gun is still working. And this TS-60, he was full health when he got to this side of the map, just inches away from the tank destroyer here. And yeah, he's decided to throw all his hit points away. Now, granted, they were able to get rid of most of the IS-2's hit points, but you don't want to leave a tank destroyer without a turret, you know, free reign. His gun is much better than the IS-2's. Leave the IS-2s, screw it. And all 3 tanks were coming this way. My subscriber took out the first tank, the IS-2 took out the second tank, and the TS-60 just didn't even bother with him. So it's now 2v2. Here we go. What's going to happen? He's backing up. Wise decision. IS-2 is a bit more mobile. Got some armor. Although the Cheeto SPG does have decent armor against Tier 7 tanks, especially. Even some Tier 8 tanks will struggle to pen it. Now the IS-2 is taking the attention away, so it should allow my subscriber to pop up here. Here we go. And nope, I can't quite get him, but I mean, he's a one-shot. There's nothing to really worry about. They just have to worry about where that other tank is. But let's see. Here he's gone. There you go. Nicely done. And now just one more tank to go. Where could he be? Now I understand him being nervous, but there's only 1 minute 50 seconds and you're not the fastest tank, so if you just sit there and wait, it might not work out for you because he might try to hide, go for a draw. I think it's better to go on the offensive here. The IS-2 is going that way. He's going this way. I think it's the silencer left. So where is he? There he is. And wouldn't you know it, he went AFK. And the IS-2 takes him out. 5v7. At one point it was 2v6, was it? 2v5, well, close enough. And I mean, I'm just at a lack of words to describe how pathetic the enemy team ended up being. They started off great. It was an easy win, and they just threw it in the trash, honestly. I mean, 7,000 between 2 tier 7 tanks. Great job. Congratulations to my subscriber on a fantastic game, which I did not think was winnable. But yeah, I mean, Skoda, useless. IS-3, nah. Borsig, useless. Two mediums got wrecked. And I don't know how the enemy threw this game. I mean, the Emil and the TS-60 deserve medals of distinction in how useless you can play a game. I mean, really. Absolutely horrible. But it is what it is. It allows my subscriber to be mentioned here because I'm looking for a tank destroyer sitting at the back and sniping. It can work both ways. Which way will depend on what tank destroyer you use, how much armor you have, and how well you know the maps and the tanks you're going against. My advice is, generally speaking, in a tank destroyer, play it like my subscriber did. Snipe at the back. Don't do what I did. However, thinking that a tank destroyer is only a tank that sits at the back is a mistake. Sometimes you can be aggressive, and you should be. So try it out, and you might be surprised that it actually is quite effective when you either go with your mediums or go with your heavies. Just don't get caught out alone in a tank destroyer. You've got no turret. That's all I got for you. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to get into my top 10 list either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So you just have to wait and see. I'll see you then. Snugs on Blitz, out.